Alright guys, making this quick video. This is one that I had to make. I might release this one sooner just because I've got so many videos scheduled. But this one is about the riots happening in LA, what this probably means, good and bad. So before I get into that, my name is Joey. This is the Jigsaw0097 channel. Be sure to like and subscribe if you guys are new, and comment down below. But yeah, what's happening in LA right now is pretty nuts. A lot of people have been accustomed to the rioting and the looting of this country over the last 5-ish years, really. Really started heavy in 2020 with the actual, street to street type stuff. But this is pretty significant because you've heard me talk about Trump in the past. I made a whole video about will Trump cross the Rubicon. I think I titled it "Will Dawn Cross the Rubicon" or something like that. But I was pretty doubtful, and again, I don't really know the 5D chess plan, you could say, for this going forward. But this to me is a sign of significant action, because in my opinion, at this point, the Democratic Party should be banned, essentially. And yeah, I'm pretty serious when I say that. The Democratic Party is just a bunch of clowns. They don't believe in a nation state in any semblance of the manner. They don't understand how to govern properly. You're seeing Gavin Newsom right now in LA talking about how he just wants Trump to come arrest him, and he's trying. It's like something out of a Batman movie. I don't know how to explain it. But he's basically telling Trump to come arrest him, and come on, tough guy, come arrest me, right? Holman is getting threatened. And from what I understand, all of this happened because ICE was sent into the city to arrest cartel members, because that's another thing. Joe Biden let 20 million plus people into the country, and now they're dispersed all over. And, California obviously is going to be a big hive ground for a lot of that. And so there's a lot of stuff going on that I could go over. I read something crazy the other day that San Diego has just deregistered over 300,000 voters from its voting roll, essentially making that city red. San Diego's already kind of a more right-wing. Really, to be honest, California is right-wing. It's just that what we're learning here is it's all just fake. So yeah, that's really the whole point, to not completely divulge into all the things happening. Is that what makes this significant is that Trump is acting like a monarch, which is something that I've discussed is preferable. I would much rather have an open monarchy rule in this country than this fake and gay democracy, which it's not democracy. This is just managerialism. So I would much rather have Trump just come out and say, I'm the strong man, I'm the great man, I'm Napoleon, right? I'm Charlemagne. I'm taking over this operation, essentially. And like I said in the past, I've kind of been all over the place with MAGA. I still think it's a clown show. I think the whole Elon Trump kayfabe is kind of cringe. The MAGA base itself, these are the lower level people like Charlie Kirk and Matt Walsh and Ashley St. Clair, whoever the hell you want to throw in there, right? Those people are all kind of clownish to me. They're all just kind of playing the political media game. But overall, I have said that the spirit going forward is right-wing, and maybe Trump is recognizing this and he's willing to seize this opportunity. And by him putting the National Guard and now the Marines in LA, this is happening as I speak, right? I'm making this video June 11th, I think, 10th or 11th. This is happening as we speak. The military is in California right now, cleaning it up, essentially. And this is significant because it could bleed over into other states, right? You can see in the background, I got all these cars going around. I live in Utah. It didn't used to be like this. So all these Californians are probably going to start fleeing into Utah, but You know, I wouldn't be surprised if these ICE things start popping up all over the country. It's not really a civil war per se, but it is going to be a open conflict. It's almost like the summer of love in 2020, but this time the military and the police are actually able to fight back. So yeah, the point of this video is I was just kind of reflecting on, are we ready for this as a society? I've said I'm ready. I'm very much ready, right? There's those memes of like, you know, I'd love to stop going to my 9-to-5 job, but the revolution won't start already, or something like that. You know, I've always been for this. Like, I'm sick of pretending. I'm sick of woke. I'm sick of all this bullshit that we have to deal with in daily society. You know, basically just you have to act like you're not sane, right? Even these videos, like the reason people like me even make videos like this is, one, the grift, right? So yeah, like I'm definitely trying to grift. You guys should subscribe to the channel and like the video. But the other thing is, like, how else am I going to talk about these things? I can't talk to my boomer parents because they're clueless. Boomers are pretty much done. They don't even know what's coming. They're like checked out. All they think about is Social Security benefits and, you know, their yacht, stuff like that, right? Retirement, if that's even going to happen for most of them. So they're checked out, and so I can't talk to boomers. You know, I can't talk to most people my own age because they're millennials, and millennials are kind of retarded. And then the Zoomers, a lot of the Zoomers are just kind of like doped out. Like there are some based Zoomers, you could say, but a lot of the Zoomers that are around me, you know, in my day-to-day interaction, they're just kind of like they're either like that or they just don't even know what's going on. And again, most people don't. Most people do not know what's going on. So that's kind of why I make these videos, is because I need an outlet of some kind to communicate what is happening, right? Like, lots of things are happening. This is why I go wishy-washy with Trump, because it's so hard to tell, like, is it kayfabe? In case you guys don't know what kayfabe is, it's a pro wrestling term. It's basically like Trump has had a show called The Apprentice, so he knows media production. He's the one that destroyed the news by calling them fake news. Like, Trump understands propaganda, you could say. And so I'm always like wondering, is Trump smart enough to understand this? Then he does this, right? This is what's funny, is the whole Elon Musk Trump feud happened, where Trump was being called a pedophile by PDF file. Sorry, I don't know if I can say that on YouTube. PDF file by Elon Musk, and then Elon was saying that he was on the Epstein list. Tesla stock sank. I made a whole video about that. About it again. It's going to be a more recent video about how MAGA's kind of a clown show. This video, in a way, a little bit contradicts it, maybe. But I'm starting to wonder now if all of that was just kayfabe. It was all just fake and gay, because it got the media. This is what Trump, I'm noticing, is doing. He'll throw things into the media. They'll pick up on it. You know, they did with this Elon. Oh, Elon's. The walls are closing in. That's like a meme of Trump, as they used to always say that. The walls are closing in. And so with Elon, it's like he gave him this like red meat of like, oh, Elon and Trump are breaking up, right? The relationship is over. And that caused the media to like write stories about that, you know, do segments. It just shows you how fraudulent the media is. If Trump, this is another thing about Trump, if he was serious, he would just like ban these companies. He would literally just dismantle them, just like claim them as state property, and just be like, you're done. Like, you're peddling nothing but insanity. Like all the neurosis of society is caused by the news. But he's throwing that, and then right after that, he goes, okay, we're going into California, right? Like, this literally happened within a day. You saw the Elon thing on Friday, and then by like Sunday night, you have troops in California. So this is a huge operation to it, right in Pride Month too. This is another thing. These are things that make me think that Trump knows what the hell's going on. Right in the middle of Pride Month, he launches this operation, which basically cancels all the gayness of it, changes it right back to white boy summer. But yeah, this is pretty significant, guys. Like, this kind of thing is what I wanted to see from the Trump presidency. And, you know, whether he cares about election cycles at this point anymore, like, I'm all for him going for the third term. Like, I really just wish he would do these things. But this is also just perfect timing. This is like perfect timing. Do it right in the summer. You know, you're in year 1 of Trump. We've been like half a year of Trump, and just go crazy with it, guys. So anyway, that's the video. This one's a little bit of a shorter one, but I mean, I'm asking the question, are people ready for this? Are people ready for the fun that is to come, you could say, with all that is implying? You know, it's going to get crazy. But again, Biden, this is really what sucks, is like all these politicians are what needs to be arrested. These courts should be destroyed. But, you know, maybe it's all a process. I don't know. Like, you got Marco Rubio, you got JD Vance, like all these people are kind of stepping up. And then there's the whole Palantir thing behind all this that I've talked about. But there's so many things going on right now. It's hard to keep up with just one specific topic. But yeah, guys, the LA riots are happening. The summer of Trump as king, I guess, is upon us. Who knows where it's going to go, but it's wild. Anyway, that is the video. I will talk to you guys later.